Greetings to all of you, the wonderful people from the future, who are giving me yet another chance. Another chance to succeed. Before I start rambling, let's just absorb the freshness of a brand new world. I love it. This is always such a satisfying moment. This is a very beautiful picture for the initialization picture, you know, when you first spawn. I like how there's just a little flower right at the center. It's very nice. And there's a tree right in front of me ready to be punched down. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, so I decided I'm going to do this the right way this time and use a completely random seed. And this is my first attempt. I'm not going to re-roll. This is the first seed that I am attempting today. I just woke up. It's very early in the morning, so I wanted to wait at least until the next day to start again, to restart. I just died again in my previous attempt. This is Mundane World number 4, attempt number 4. Very, very disgracefully, I've died again. I've died to pillagers. Can you believe that? Pillagers! It's because I didn't have full iron armor yet. I tried to fight them with only my pants on. And apparently that is a death sentence. You really should try to have full iron armor before attempting a fight with pillagers. Or with skeletons. I mean, anything that uses projectiles. Well, with pillagers in particular, because you can't block crossbow arrows with a shield. I mean, sometimes they'll get blocked, and sometimes they'll go through the shield. So, and the arrows are particularly damaging if you don't have iron armor. So yeah, that's how I died in the last world, and I'm going to try again. I'm going to just keep trying until this works out. Look, cherry trees. Very nice. That's a very good sign. It's a very good sign. And I think that's calcite up there. Calcite hills as well. It's also a good omen. Alright, we have good omens. And there is a shipwreck nearby, and there's an old growth birch biome very close by, which is my favorite biome. So yeah, the universe is being generous to us. I think it's rewarding me for my good behavior, for not being greedy and trying to re-roll a whole bunch of times. I'm being rewarded for my patience. I think is what's going on. Let's break the rest of these leaves down. All right, so everybody. I should have tried harder to be more welcoming to completely new people. I keep thinking that, you know, the people watching this are gonna be like returning viewers, and that's hardly the case. I'm still my channel is still pretty fresh. I haven't gotten anywhere with it yet, so I kind of have to re-explain everything, basically in every episode, because pretty much the vast majority of people that are watching this are going to be completely new people that haven't seen anything yet from me. So, if that's you, and that's going to be most of you, wonderful people from the future, let me try to sort of reintroduce the concept. So the concept, the whole point of this is to play Minecraft kind of the way that I believe it is intended to be played, which is very casually, without trying to work towards anything in particular. You sort of just do whatever you feel like doing. Is the objective. Even in hardcore mode, right? I think this is something that you could do even in hardcore mode. And that's kind of the theory. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm trying to do here. That's why I call this world Mundane World, because I really wanted to emphasize this. I also believe, I mean, it's also called Mundane World because the idea is that I believe that it's that in general, in life, in real life, I think it's good to appreciate your lot in life. Just appreciate the uniqueness of your experience, even if it might not be particularly extravagant, or particularly even if it might not be what you'd like to have. You should still appreciate the uniqueness of the experience, because there's still value in that. And I think that really applies to Minecraft. Minecraft is kind of a good analogy for that. Like every seed, no matter how bland it might seem on the surface, if you explore further out, you will always find good spots. And so I think Minecraft is kind of serves as a very good analogy for real life in many ways. And this channel is it's not just a Minecraft channel. I really want to get into, I like to, it's kind of a philosophy channel in disguise, is how I refer to it. Because basically I'm going to be talking about serious things, and and not so serious things as well. Just all kinds of things. I'm going to be talking a lot. And I think Minecraft is actually an excellent platform for that, because in Minecraft there's going to be lots of times in which you're doing something that's pretty repetitive, that's pretty monotonous, and it gives you a really good it gives you a good time to sort of just ramble about things. And I'd like to do that, and I think there's kind of a charm to that. I feel no shame in doing that, in being like that. This is going to be completely unedited, completely improvised content over here. And I think there's a charm to that. I think that with time I'm going to sort of develop my my viewer base, I guess. And I expect this to actually take a significant amount of time, because with hardcore mode, I like to play in hardcore mode, which means I'm going to, you'll end up dying probably a bunch of times before eventually it's going to catch on, before eventually you'll succeed and make it past, and you'll have good enough armor that you'll be sort of safe enough to where you've established proof of concept. That's what it's about initially. You have to. It takes a long time to establish proof of concept in hardcore Minecraft. And I think that until that happens, I don't expect people to really stick around to watch me fail, because odds are I'm going to just screw it up again. I'm going to die to underestimating the mobs in some kind of ways. All right, I need to find some sheep before the day ends. There's no sheep up on this hill. I don't see any sheep at all, and it's already almost dusk. I will probably just have to spend the night at sea, because I don't see any sheep, and I don't like to just run around the world looking for sheep. If there's no sheep, I mean, I don't like to explore the world very much initially. I kind of like to stick around the starting area. So it's a bit of a bummer that there's no sheep. If that happens, if in hardcore, just build a freaking boat and just go out and just hang out in the water overnight. And that's a very safe way of spending your first night. You can also hang out by the spawn point at the initial spawn area. Monsters aren't going to spawn around the world spawn, as I think it's called, the place where you first start the game. So like right around here, should be actually a pretty safe spot to just sort of hang out overnight, because I don't think things shouldn't be spawning like in like a good radius around here. Nothing's gonna spawn. It's gonna be a pretty safe location to just stay up the entire night, because I don't see any sheep around me, so I don't have a bed yet. So I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll just hang out here overnight, and that'll give me time to just sort of introduce the channel, talk a little bit more about what you can expect from me. And then tomorrow I'll go find some sheep, I guess. That's probably good. I mean, there's always some sheep. It's a freaking plains biome. There's always sheep in some plains. It's hard to believe that that there aren't any right here, right at spawn. I'm probably a little bit out from the origin. When you're right next to an ocean, that usually means that the game kind of shifted you over from the origin of the map. So I haven't even tried to look at the location, at the coordinates yet. I haven't tried to turn the coordinates on. All right, so the plan for the night. I don't see any sheep. So the plan for the night is I'm just going to hang out here unless I get attacked, unless something spawns very close by. And if something spawns very close by, I'm just going to run to the water and get into a boat, because out in the water, the only thing to worry about are the drowned, and you can pretty much very easily just boat away. What's the word? How do you run away in a boat? I don't know the word. Float away. No, that's not right. Sail away. You can very easily sail away. row the boat away from the drowned. So it's pretty safe. Minecraft is really, like, if you know what you're doing, it's pretty easy to stay safe. It's just what happens is you run into instances, you just forget what you're doing. You get caught up in the moment. Oh, there's skeletons. Look at that. You get caught up in the moment, and you kind of it's very easy to underestimate mobs. Like, from every time you die in hardcore Minecraft, it's something completely unexpected, right? And I've died countless times. I mean, I play hardcore. I like playing hardcore Minecraft. Like, that's kind of the way that I play Minecraft. I really like to play hardcore Minecraft. It feels different. It gives you like an appreciation. It makes the game feel precious. You know? It makes it feel precious. Like every day is precious, because you never know when something unexpected will happen that you didn't prepare for, that you didn't anticipate, and in some way or other you end up getting killed in sometimes very, very, very embarrassing way, in a very, very indignating, disgraceful kind of way. Almost every time. It's not pretty. It's not even a satisfying death, right? I mean, I got killed by an arrow from a crossbow in the back from a pillager, of all things. Not even a creeper blast. That was a freaking pillager in my last attempt. Oh, there's a skeleton right there. So yeah, as you see, since I'm sticking around at the spawn area, it's fairly safe. Nothing spawning around this little spot where the original tree was, right? This is where the original tree was that I chopped down. I guess I can go ahead and plant some oak right here, right at spawn. I don't have any. I like to plant my oak trees, all trees. I like to plant the trees. Let's make a shovel real quick. I like to plant trees in. Let's do that. On top of dirt, on top of two by two little pedestals of dirt. That's how I plant my trees. It's just kind of a habit, kind of my trademark. I don't know if it's a trademark. I'm sure lots of people do this. The reason I like to do that is because oftentimes, especially the oak trees will spawn with canopy that starts at right at the base, basically like one block off from the base, and then you can't get to the bottom without having to break a bunch of canopy down to get to the bottom of it. And I like to be able to just go around the entire tree, so that's why I like to put that little dirt pedestal underneath the saplings. And the night is almost over. Playing it very safe. I don't even have a bed. I'm just safely hanging out at night. Alright, so let me talk a little bit more about what I'm trying to do with the channel. Basically, the concept. I'm not only going to be talking about the gameplay in this. I'm going to be talking about amateur philosophy, as I call it, because I'm not a professional philosopher. Like I don't read books. I don't actually know my philosophy very well. But I think the essence of philosophy is simple. It's just about questioning things. It's about just questioning everything. That is Socratic. That's the original philosopher was Socrates, and that was the way that he rolled. He liked to ask people questions. He asked people. He asked difficult questions. What's the word? I don't remember. I get the tip of the tongue all the time, guys. Sneaky questions. I'll remember it after the video ends. I'll remember the word. That's all right. He basically asks questions to get people to realize things, to recognize that their convictions, or the problems with their convictions. And that's kind of the essence of philosophy. It's about questioning everything. It's about questioning your convictions, and I think that's the most important thing in life, to recognize how uncertain things are, to recognize how little we understand the world, both as individuals and as humanity as a whole. We have very little definitive information about things, right? And I think that's the number one most important thing. That's my number one fundamental value. I call it uncertainty. And it would be more apt, it would be more descriptive to call it intellectual humility, because I think that's basically the essence of intellectual humility. The idea that we should be humble, and in the sense that we don't, in the sense that we recognize the possibility that we might be wrong about everything. Just a possibility, and what we think we understand, the way our current understanding of the world is most likely wrong. Not just, it's not just probable, not just possible. It's not just possible that you might be wrong about everything, but most likely you are wrong about everything. More likely than not. All right, so because that's the human condition, is ignorance, because we are living in we are still in the very early stages of development of humanity. We'd like to think that we're like, we so many years have passed. We're on year 2024 currently. That's the year that I'm recording in. I'm sure, I know that in the future, you might be watching this centuries later. I don't know. I hope I go on for that long. All right, now it's daytime again. I can go look for sheep. I'm gonna go in that direction, see if I can find some sheep on top of that hill, and then I'm gonna come back here because I really like to stay around the starting area. And there's a reason for that. I mean, I'll get into it. I mean, the reason for that is because there's going to be updates to the game, and I don't like to, if you go far out, I don't like to load lots and lots of the world that I'm not going to utilize. Basically, I like to sort of only have the amount of the world loaded in that I'm actually planning to use. And the progression is very slow. You know, I take things very slow in this game. I don't rush anything in this game. Although I really should. I need to prioritize getting iron. I'm going to try to find iron pretty soon. Pretty quick. But I want to get sheep. I want to make sure that I found some sheep. There's some sheep. What I probably should have been doing that first night was digging down. I should have made a hole into the ground to try to get iron. I don't know why I didn't do that. Instead, I opted for just hanging out and talking. That's all right. It's all right. I don't have to be perfect. It's all right. It's okay to make mistakes. I make them very frequently, as you can tell. This is my 4th attempt. Already 4th attempt. Okay, and since I don't have iron, I haven't come across any iron yet. I'm just going to. I'm already out of wood. I don't have. Oh, I have a wooden axe. I already have an axe. Wonderful. All right, I'm good. Yeah, I'm just going to chop these guys down. Am I sure there's no iron anywhere? I don't like to kill animals if I don't have to. Like if I try to, usually if I find iron, usually if I do come across any iron, I'll make shears first and then shear the sheep, but I don't see any iron anywhere. I'll just have to, that's alright. The thing is, there aren't even 3 sheep, there's only 2 white sheep, so that's not even enough for a bed. That's not even enough sheep for a bed. Am I really going to spend a second night in the dark? Because I'm already going pretty far out. I don't want to go much farther. Yeah, I'm already more than 200 blocks out. In what direction? What is this? Out west. So I'm in the north. I'm in the northwest. So that's north right there. All right. I'm in the northwestern block. Yeah, I don't. This is not. If this is all the sheep I'm going to have, I should save them. I shouldn't kill them off because there's not even enough. I'm going to have to go further out to get more sheep. I don't really want to do that because I want to stay within. I'd like to stay within the original, the origin map if I can. If I'm within range of the origin, which seems like I am. I'm pretty close to the origin, even though we're right next to the ocean. So I guess what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to just dig down for iron, which is basically, you know, I've been screwing this up. That's kind of what you should be doing initially in a hardcore world. You should just dig down and to try to find iron, and then dig further down to get to diamonds. You should try to get diamonds early on so that you can start enchanting early on, because you really want the blast protection enchantments on your armor to make yourself a little bit more secure, because creepers are going to be a major threat. They're probably the most threatening thing in Minecraft are the creepers, because like a creeper can spawn in the dark, like right there, right now, because planes are very unsecure. Like planes are deceptive. They look simple, but they're actually very dangerous because there's just so many surface caves. They're actually not a safe biome at all to start off in. I'm gonna make a hoe real quick. Well, I don't have to make a wooden hoe. I have some coal now, some cobble now. I can make a cobble hoe. There we go, cobble hoe. Put it right there. The other aspect of this channel is I want to be anti-sensationalist, as I call it. I like to take things ultra slow and not be trying to. I don't want to pander to any trends. I sort of do my own thing. I do what I want. Okay, that's what Minecraft is about. It's about exploring what you want to do, doing what you want to do, and that's what I'm planning to do. I'm not going to pander to trends, to the popular trends of Minecraft. I'm going to do exactly what I would like to do, and make up my own rules for how I want to play this game, and stick with that, because that's what Minecraft is about, and that's where it's at. That's the best. That's how. And I believe that it's at its best when you play it like that, when you kind of just allow yourself to do whatever you freaking feel like, instead of trying to pursue achievements or goals. You sort of, and you should take your freaking time with it. Like, it's going to take a long time, even just to get to 100 days in. So I think 100 days is kind of a milestone for hardcore, because that would kind of demonstrate the proof of concept. All right, so I'm actually kind of outside of the origin map, aren't I? This is the origin map. I mean, there's just a very little bit of land that is within the origin map. The origin map is mostly water, and the spawn point is actually north. It's actually north of the origin map. So north. So we're in the northeast right now, because even though it's negative x up to negative 64, you're actually in the eastern quadrant. So I'm going to call this kind of the home base quadrant. This is the quadrant where I'm going to establish myself in, and I like how there's exposed cobble. That's nice. There is not any calcite as I expected. That's just diorite up there. There's no calcite. It's kind of a very bland hill, very bland, very mundane hill. But that's okay. That's kind of the essence of what I'm trying to advocate for with this channel. You should embrace the mundaneness, the mundanity of life, and build something. With Minecraft, even if you're playing in a very kind of bland area, you can build things. It's an invitation to make it interesting. That's how you should look at it. That's how you should think of it. I'm going to build, I think I'm going to have a tree growing right here. Is this still within that range? Yes, I'm within that. This is going to be my home base map, my home base parcel of land. All right, I'm going to lay claim to this parcel of land where this hill is. This hill is going to be my home base. It's actually just an excellent spot for building a home base. It's up on a hill. It's a stony hill. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this, and I'm surrounded by water, which is great for fish. That's great early game. It's great early game food source. It's fish. It's very nice. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. This is good. This is a good start. Yeah, let's go ahead and start an oak tree here. All right, where am I going to dig down? I'm going to, apparently I'm just going to spend a whole another day, whole another night staying up, because I still don't have wool, because there's only 2 white sheep there, and I would rather not kill them if there's not a whole lot of sheep around. I'm just gonna let them be until I get shears, and I can get wool from them with shears. So I think I'm going to just dig down right here, around here somewhere. So this is going to be my starting area. I'm probably going to make a campsite like right here. I don't like how it's kind of not a low point. Like it's going to be hard to defend, because things can spawn on the hill. I don't like having to defend upwards, you know. So I wish that this was more elevated. But I think this might be as good as it gets. This might be as good as it gets for the time being. So yeah, this is. I'm gonna roll with this. Is this a good? Oh wow, look at that. I could probably just dig down here, dig down this way. All right, what I'm gonna do, all right, this is fine. I'm gonna start right here. This is where I'm gonna establish myself, establish my initial campsite right here. Because it's already dark again. We're already going on second night. But I need to build ladders. This isn't even going to get me a whole lot of ladders, is it? 12 ladders. It's not very much. So I'm probably not even going to discover any iron going down, because that's not going to get me far enough down to the iron. I'm probably not going to encounter any iron whatsoever yet. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, where am I going to start the ladder? I can make a cobble pick now. Cobble pick, alright. Still no iron, still no coal, I don't even have torches. And I'm not within the safety of the spawn area anymore. This is a great spot. I'm gonna have my ladder right here. Bit. I'll just take the crafting table with me, because if I do encounter iron, I'm just gonna smelt it underground. Although I can't really go down very far because I only have 12 ladders. Oops. Alright, let's go down. I don't have torches. I can't even light up the tunnel. Oh, and there's water. Well, so much for my tunnel. Maybe there's going to be iron nearby in the water. That happens sometimes. I don't see any iron nearby. No iron nearby at all. Well, that's not very good. Okay, well that did not work out, did it? Darn it. Okay, yeah, this is not a good spot for the ladder because it just leads down to water. That's not good. I mean, I guess I could just build, have a little. I have enough cobble to just sort of build around it. Yeah, let's just do that. Although I have so little freaking ladders that I'm only gonna have basically just enough for that. I mean, that's all the cobble I got is gonna go into this. That's all right. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay to do this. Things are still all right. No worries. No worries. This is not a terrible, definitely not as bad as this is not a bad start. This is fine. I'm not going to call it a bad start. This is acceptable. This is an acceptable beginning to a hardcore world. It's very mundane. That's the point. It's not supposed to be sensational. Alright, Mundane World is what we're dealing with over here. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I think I have enough ladder to go down like a little bit more. Yeah, that's as much ladder as I'm going to have for now. Oh, and there's some coal. How about that? Sure, let's go ahead and collect this coal because I need torches. I don't actually like to mine coal because I prefer charcoal because because I like to save the coal for when I have fortune on my pick. It's a very silly reason for avoiding coal because it's just so abundant that that's not a that's not really a factor, you know. Oh. Why can't I place? Oh, it's because there's more. It goes further down than I thought. Yeah, I just wanted to eliminate the water so I can get more of this coal vein. And coal is like I don't like to go, because you could get more out of it once you have fortune. You'll get more out of every coal vein. And coal is also kind of frustrating because you never know how big the vein is. A lot of these veins are so big that you end up making a giant, big old hole. It typically kind of just goes so far further than you expected, and that's frustrating, especially when you have all of this water around you. Frustrating water. All right, that's all right. Okay, well, this was kind of a very bland start, very bland first episode. But that's all right. That's all right. That's the kind of that's the essence of this channel. It's not. I'm not going to try to make it particularly entertaining. It's going to be mildly entertaining. It's going to be more about connection. All right. I'm looking for people that just want to feel a sense of connection with the creator. I'm looking for the people that are looking for that parasocial relationship with a YouTube content creator. I'm very responsive in comments. I like the comments a lot. That's kind of what I'm doing this for, actually. I really like to I would really like to interact with strangers that I meet on YouTube. Just from sheer loneliness. I'm a bit of a lonely guy. And there's iron. How about that? We have found iron. The coal, all of the coal, the coal vein has paid off, and it led me to iron. That's very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, except my stone pick is about to break. But that's okay. Let's just make another stone pick real quick. Now I don't even have it. I only have one stick. Oh, that is very sad. Okay, well, let's see if the stone pick that I have is going to be enough for me to get at least 2 iron out. I hope that that's not just a single freaking thing of iron. Yes, all right, there is more iron there. I have to go back up to the surface because you only have so many bubbles. You have very few bubbles. I don't have any kind of enchantments. I don't even have a door. Normally you can do this with a door. You can place a door down, and the door creates an air bubble for yourself. There is plenty of iron up there. That's very nice. I just have to keep coming up to get more air. Maybe I can dig into here. No, that doesn't work. Doesn't work. I was hoping that maybe it'll create an air pocket. Yeah, there's a bunch of iron down there. Except that, well, my stone pick is about to break, so I'm not going to get much of that iron. But that's fine. At least I'll have a little bit. I'll have enough iron to shear the sheep, and then I won't have to do this for a 3rd night in a row. You know. All right. Yeah. Let's just keep going. No, let's not. God damn it. God damn it. I want to make an air pocket. I want to make an air pocket there with the cobble. Let's do that first real quick. God, it takes forever. I don't know. All right, never mind. Change of plan. That takes forever. I do not want an air pocket. I broke down a second block of iron ore. There should be iron ore swimming around here. Where is it? Where did it go? I thought I broke down an iron ore. Oh, it's down here. It's down in the bottom. Okay. All right, that's 2. That's actually all I need to shear my sheep. And I'll just come back here during the day when I have, yeah, it's already sun. The sun is already out. I can go back to the surface now. All right, I have 2 iron ore, which is enough for shears. And I'm gonna go back up and, and there goes my pick. I had just enough ladder to make it back to the surface. I'm gonna go back up and chop some wood down. There's another tree. There's a tree. Wonderful. All right, I'm gonna chop some wood down and make a door so that I don't have to keep going to the surface to collect that iron. Now I'll go back to that iron ore. Finish collecting that iron ore. And I can shear some sheep now. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, sure. I'll just plant a furnace right here. Excuse me. I'll burn my wooden tools. Go ahead and chop this tree down for some more wood. A very slow start, very slow start. So yeah, I don't expect a whole lot of people to watch these episodes until I actually get far enough into the game, until I establish proof of concept, until I get to at least 100 days into the game. Because it's understandable that people aren't, especially now that I've demonstrated that my track record, I'm very bad at this game. I died. I mean, my last attempt, I died on freaking day 20. I didn't even get to day. The first attempt, I got to day 95. I almost got to day 100 before I died. I got to day 95, which is still very early on. I mean, that's barely anything. So you kind of like, I can't expect anybody to want to watch this until I've demonstrated that I'm capable of surviving at least long enough to where I have protection enchantments on my armor, and I've played this a substantial amount of time, enough time that I have something to show for it. Because currently, my first 3 attempts, they didn't really get me very far at all, and I died in very silly, very, very disgraceful, very, very embarrassing kind of ways for a person that thinks they're good enough for YouTube. I think I'm good enough for YouTube. But I am trying to do. I'm trying to do something different here. All right, my play style, the way I play Minecraft, I don't see anybody doing this. I think it's actually very relatable the way I'm doing this, because I think this is how your average person, your typical person, is going to play Minecraft. And I think this is how Minecraft is, where Minecraft is at its best, is this kind of style where you take it very slow. You're not trying to rush towards all of the achievements, towards doing something sensational that you can brag about, or that you can show off on YouTube. It's going to take a long time. I mean, my first build is going to be a very modest build. I'm planning on building a small farmhouse. I don't even plan to farm cows. I want to make a little wheat farm, and then I want to just multiply the cows out in the wild. I'm going to have wild cows. Door. Let's make a door. Doors so that I can dig up more iron. I'm going to come back to that iron vein. And sure, let's make more stone tools. I like to have all of the stone tools that I'm going to want. I like to have a extra stone tools on hand while I'm still in the Stone Age, because they don't, they break down. They break down pretty quickly. And let's make a couple more axes as well. I have plenty of cobble now. I might as well do that. I have lots of coal now too. I can make torches. Ooh-wee. Alright. And sure, let's just convert the rest of that wood into torches. Heck yeah. Very nice, very nice. Alright, let's go shear some freaking sheep, so that I can actually sleep at night How am I doing on hunger? I'm doing very well on hunger. Because I'm not trying to rush, because I'm not trying to run. I'm not trying to run around, so I still haven't needed to eat at all, even though it's already day 3. It is lovely that I'm right next to a cherry grove biome. That's probably where I'm going to expand towards. After I get myself established in my little hill, my little starter hill. Okay, I thought that this is where the sheep were. Weren't there sheep over here? Am I missing them? Are they? Oh, they're on top of that hill. Yeah, they're like a little further out and on top of there, I think. So yeah, and since, alright, one other thing that I decided on, since this is now my 4th attempt, one thing that I learned is that I probably shouldn't be going into all of my philosophical ideas early on, because odds are, I might die again. This might not be it. This might not be this might not be the wonderful, excellent start that, oh, there's lots of sheep over there. I could have just chopped these down then, because there's more sheep right around the corner. Oh well. Oh well, now I have shears. Now I don't have to kill any of them because I have shears. And that's 3 wool right away. Alright, I'm gonna shear a little bit more. Go around shearing some sheep a little bit more. Just to have an abundance, just to have plenty of them. To have plenty of wool. 8, let's do a little bit more, just so that I can make multiple beds. 9, 10. And I like to dye my beds light gray. So I'm gonna grab a couple of these. Let's make 3 beds. 3 light gray beds. I like to dye my beds light gray with the azure bluet flower. I like how light gray beds look. So yeah, I'm going to not really go deeply into my philosophy while I'm still early on in the game, because the odds are against me. As you have seen, I'm very bad at this game. I'm probably going to die again before I get very far into it. But I still I thought about just not recording, just not publishing anything until I get far enough into the game where I've demonstrated proof of concept. I thought about just recording these to myself until I have at least 20 episodes and a world tour, a 100-day world tour. I thought about just not publishing anything, just waiting until I have that, because it might be a long time. It might take many attempts before I even get that far. And I considered that, and I decided against that because I want to interact with anybody that does want to chat. I want to interact with you. I want to be very responsive to. Oh, darn it! I forgot about this tree over here. No, I didn't. I mean, I wouldn't have had time to get back to it anyway. I don't know why I'm giving myself crap for that. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I need more wood to make these beds happen. That's all right. There should be some wood growing from that tree. Yeah, there is. There's already a tree there. All right, I'm going to go back to that tree because that's where I want to establish my campsite, my first campsite. So yeah, I'm going to just kind of ramble about things and not go too much in depth. I'm going to hold off on getting really into all of the topics that I like to talk about, because the odds are against me. I might have to redo the whole thing. So I hope not. I mean, I don't plan on that. I plan on living forever in this world. I plan on surviving in this hardcore mode world indefinitely, forever. Even after I die in real life, I'm going to keep playing Minecraft in the afterlife. Yeah, it's totally going to happen. Right, I'm going to plant a crafting table right here. And finally make my first bed. Finally. At last, I have a bed. I have a light gray bed. And now I can sleep. Now I can sleep soundly and have sweet dreams. Look at that beautiful moon. Beautiful. I might make that the thumbnail. All right. Cheers to that. And look at that. I have a beautiful moonrise. I have a moonrise bed. Let's go back up and collect these saplings before I go back into my shaft, into my mine shaft. Any saplings? Really? Well, I got a couple. I had a couple of saplings. Well, I have enough saplings to make a full 2x2 tree trunk. Nice big tree trunk. There's also plenty of sand around. The sand is not going to be a problem in this one, as it was in the previous playthrough. It's not really a playthrough. I didn't get very far. I can't really call it a playthrough because I didn't get through anything. It's kind of a non-play. It was a failed playthrough. I don't know what to call it. It's a failed attempt. Another failed attempt. So what I'm going to do with my failed, if you are new to this, which most of you are, what I do with my failed attempts is I unlist them, but I add them to a playlist. I'm going to put them all into a public playlist, so you can still access the unlisted videos. They're still around. You can still find them. It's just that I don't want the algorithm to be promoting them, because I don't think it's worthwhile for people to be watching videos that don't lead to anything, that are already in a series that's over. Right? So I don't want the algorithm promoting them, because I don't know if people are gonna I don't know how it's not obvious, right, that I have already died in that world. So I don't want people to. Oops, that's not how you make a fence. This is how you make a fence. There we go. There we go. I guess I'm just rolling with oak fence for now, because I don't even have. I need to get birch trees and get on with the birch wood. I like birch wood the most. It's probably my favorite wood type, because birch trees are just very nice and easy to grow. They grow very neatly. Let's mark that. That's where my mine shaft is. And sure, let's just for aesthetic, I'm gonna surround it with cobble. Do something like that. There we go. That looks nice. And I'm gonna need more ladders. Darn it, I need more wood for more ladders. Darn it. Alright, well, I can't go back into the mine shaft yet. I need more wood. Psych. That's alright. Day 3. We are on day 3. I'm going to make these videos long. I'm going to make them at least an hour long. Well, not at least. I mean, sometimes I make it to 50 minutes. Basically 5 days. I play for 5 days per episode, because I think it's healthy to absorb content in fairly large increments, so of at least like an hour or so. This kind of content. I mean, there's uses. I'm not saying that everything that's less than an hour is just bad for you. I'm not saying that because of course there's going to be, you know, there's all kinds of genres of content out there, and there's definitely a good there's definitely good reason to watch short form content as well. But I'm definitely opposed to like the extremely short stuff. Like I don't like the idea, the concept of the shorts, like the extremely short form content. I think that's just bad for people. I don't buy into that. And I'm never going to do that myself. And I'm not even going to go down to half an hour. I'm going to stick with my hour-long episodes. I'm going to be very stubborn about that because I think that's kind of the I feel like I need at least that long to say what I'd like to say, just to make make a statement, I guess, about anything. I need at least an hour just to sort of develop my thoughts. Right, I want some birch saplings from that tree. Oh. And so if you haven't noticed, I like to play with the user interface turned off. That's another thing that I should mention in the first episode. I keep it turned off most of the time. I turn it on to check on my hunger, and I turn it on for combat. Because you do need to be watching your heart, your health bar during combat, and it's good to sort of keep an eye to have a visual on your shield to see if that you still have it, that it's not broken, to see if it's up or not, things like that. So I turn on the user interface for combat, and of course I turn it on when I need to look at the coordinates, because I do look at the coordinates quite often, because not often but regularly, because I like to place cornerstones down, and I'll get to that in the next episode probably. But basically, I like the way maps work in this game. So I like to mark the corners of the maps of the level 0 maps. I like to mark the corners of them with a 2x2 little block of wood, and I call them cornerstones because they're in the corners of the maps. Right, but I won't do that in this episode. I'm not going to get far enough into this world to place down any cornerstones yet. I really just want to get some more iron out of that vein. Let's just make all of this into. Right, I'll save like 3 to make another bed. I'll make a second bed with those 3. I'll convert all of this into more ladders. Hooray! All right. And I have a door so that I can. Oops. Where did that come from? Oh, it came from over there. All right, we're good. Very good, very good. I want to keep this like over here. I'm not going to need a shovel. Put that there. Put that there. All right. Yeah, that looks right, doesn't it? Maybe one more ladder there. No, that's redundant. That's fine. This is fine. This is fine. This looks perfectly fine. This is all right. Oh, I'm going to have a button. That's what I should do. I'm going to have a trapdoor. That's why it doesn't look right. I thought something didn't look right about that. It's because I don't have enough wood now. Ah. That's all right. Well, yeah, I'm just not going to. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm just going to go ahead and. I can put torches down now on these ledges. let's go dig out that vein. Where do I have the door on 6? So went down the door. All right. And now I can do this. Is that all of it? Yeah, that's all of the iron. And yeah, I don't want to leave this door here, because I don't intend to go back to this spot. So I want to keep digging down. I'm gonna dig down further. Well, that was only 4 more iron. Well, that's enough for a bucket, I guess. A bucket and a shield. What more do you need? You need armor. That's what you need. You need armor. Yeah, I'm just gonna fill this in with cobble. Alright. Now, I can continue my way down. I'll just sort of leave this hole. I'll sort of leave this as a access to the under the water, to the sea. 3, 4. So actually, the torch would be like right here. Let's do something like this for this torch. Oh, damn it. Water everywhere. And a torch. That's all I wanted. Alright. Now let's keep digging down. It's nighttime. What happened to my bed? Oh, I left my bed upstairs. Like, let's go ahead and make it. I have enough wood. Oh, I have enough wood now. Now I have enough wood somehow. How did that happen? I don't know. Let's go ahead and sleep. So yeah, this was probably the slowest episode yet. I mean, in terms of entertainment, the least entertaining first episode probably that I've made yet. My first 3 attempts were probably more interesting than this, because it's kind of long, and I gotta admit the seed is probably the most bland seed, but that's kind of what I was going for. I wanted to be genuinely mundane. I'm sticking with the Mundane World title, with the concept. All right, I'm sticking with that. Because I think the concept is good. I like the concept. So I think that's kind of the essence of Minecraft. You're supposed to appreciate your lot, whatever you're granted, whatever the universe dishes out at you, and just roll with it, and appreciate the uniqueness of it. Yeah, so I'm in this playthrough, this time around, I'm going to dig down until I'm going to get all the iron I need for iron armor. Darn it. Not enough ladder. I'm going to make a ladder out of my birchwood. I don't really need that birchwood yet. Sure, I'm just going to plop a crafting table here real quick. Make more ladder out of birchwood. Oops. There we go. Put that there temporarily. So yeah, I'm going to keep going further down for iron, because I want to have a full set of iron armor, And then I'm going to dig further down to get to diamond. Oops, that's the wrong button. 8. I have it on 8. I don't know why I have it on 8. That's where food normally goes. I should have it on 6. Yeah. All right, let's dig down a little bit further. So yeah, this has probably been the least entertaining first episode. And I don't really expect many people to watch it. I don't expect people to watch it all the way through, unless you really, really want to see everything. You want to, for completeness sake, you know, if you like to see the entirety of how a person plays through their Minecraft game. If you want to see, if you like to witness sort of the slow parts, the slow and tedious parts, then you might watch this all the way through. I don't know. I'm thinking that probably there will be people that would want to watch through everything once I've demonstrated that I'm capable of surviving for longer than 100 days. And until then, I don't expect anybody to want to like binge watch through everything. That's just an unrealistic expectation. I don't want people to be trying to do that until I've demonstrated for myself that. God damn it! Not again. Same thing again. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. Well, let's just do that for now. Yeah. All right. I need to go back up to get more wood for more ladders. And for a trapdoor, I can make a trapdoor now. Yeah, where I should put this bed right here somewhere, right around the campsite right here. Yeah, sure, that's fine. And I want to put a torch up here, right next to the crafting table, and I need a chest. I need a small chest to get me started. And I'm gonna have a little campfire over here probably so I can cook fish. I should probably get fish because I don't have anything to eat at all. But I haven't gotten that far. I haven't gotten to having food yet. I wanted to get iron for the shears, which I did. I already did that. I got shears. I got a bed. I guess next step is I can go ahead and chop some fish for food. So I do need food now. I might get apples out of that tree. Yeah, let's try to get some apple trees. Let's get some apples from the apple tree. And there's going to be some times when I'm just not going to have anything to say, I guess. Like right now. I think that's okay. I think there's still kind of a soothing element to Minecraft, to doing this, to these long form Let's Play videos where where I'm showing everything that happens. There's kind of a soothing element to that, I think. So I don't think I wouldn't say that it's just not even worth making it. I mean it is. I guess it's technically slop content because I'm not editing, so I think that does qualify it as slop content. But at the same time, I think there is some value to it. I think there probably would be eventually some people in the future that would actually want to watch through this entire thing. Eventually, once I actually demonstrate that I'm capable of surviving long enough for it to be worth your time, right? That might be a while. Just wanted to set up a pedestal for another tree. Let's make a birch tree there. No apples. I don't think I'm getting any apples out of this. Still no apples. I think this is already day 4. This might be the last day of the episode. I'm not sure if I finished talking about what I do with my failed episodes. I think I kind of got sidetracked. What I do with my failed episodes, my failed attempt worlds, I put them all into a playlist that is accessible, publicly accessible, but I unlist them because I don't want the algorithm promoting them. But if you want to watch me fail, if you want to watch me get shot in the back with a arrow from a pillager in my previous attempt, you are very welcome to. You can check out my failed worlds, the failed worlds playlist, in which that's exactly what happens. I want to place a. I guess I can put it right here. Yeah, I'm gonna put a chest right there. I can even have a second chest that's on top of this chest, like right here. I'll have a second chest. Yeah, that'll look nice. And I'll have a torch right here. Wonderful. Yeah, I'll save myself like 9 blocks of wood so I can. Well, I don't need to do that because I have plenty of coal. I still have plenty of coal, so I can just use up all of my wood because I'm not gonna need any charcoal for a while. Ladders, and yeah, that's right. I wanted to build myself at least a couple of chests and a trap door. I'm only gonna need 1. I can burn this other stuff. Smelt that, smelt the trap door. I don't know if that trap door is enough for a full block. I'm not sure if that's actually enough wood to smelt a full block. It might need like a stick or something. No? No, that's enough. It is enough for a full even 2. Alright, that's nice. Wow. That was like 1.5. Excellent. Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish that one too, so I can make a shield. So I can make a bucket out of these 3. Let's make a bucket. Oops. Bucket, and then I'm gonna make this one into a shield. Alright, shieldy shield. Oh, I'm gonna need a button for the trapdoor. Trapdoor there. Button there. Very nice. Look at that. How beautiful. Alright, I think, is that the end of day 4? That is the end of day 4. So, that's gonna be it, guys. That's gonna be where I end this episode. This first initial episode of my 4th attempt of the Mundane World. If you guys have made it through this entire episode, I know it was kind of a very slow one. I tried to avoid using the word boring. So for lack of a better word, I know it was kind of slow and tedious. But if you made it all the way through, out of your curiosity, I appreciate that. And please let me know. Please let me know in the comments what you make of it so far, what you made of this first episode. Let me know in the comments if you're somebody from the distant future who decided to watch through the entire series, I guess. If you're watching this after I already made it through the first 20 episodes and gotten to day 100 and maybe beyond day 100, let me know at what point are you joining in. If you're one of those people that watched a much later episode and you decided that you liked it and that you wanted to watch all the way through and you wanted to see how I started, you wanted to watch the first one to see me, to see the beginning of this, because a lot of people, the first episode tends to be it tends to get a lot of views because people want to see the very beginning the very beginning tends to be kind of, I don't know, monumental, I guess. It's an important, the first few days in a Minecraft world are kind of important, kind of interesting. A lot of people like just to watch that. So if you're one of those people that's tuning in later on, let me know, because the algorithm is only going to promote this video a little bit for like a couple of days maybe. After like the algorithm tends to like you better after you have like 4 or 5 videos out. So like at first, the first video, but it also tends to promote episode 1 videos, because I'm going to have episode 1 in the title. So I might get some algorithmic, some exposure just because of that. I don't know. I'm not really counting. I don't expect to get many views in this video, because as I said, I have a terrible track record now, and I would only expect more people to check this out if I happen to improve my track record and actually get to a substantial number of episodes with this playthrough, with this series, with this world. And I hope to do that. I really hope that this time is going to be it. The 4th time is the charm. I hope that this time is I'm actually going to succeed. And if I don't, that's all right. That's all right. If I don't manage to succeed, I'll just start over again. I'll try again, and that's all right. That's what you have to do to succeed eventually. You just try again. You just do it. You play over and over until eventually you succeed. That's how it works. You're inevitably going to succeed if you keep trying. If you fail at anything, if you just try again, you might fail again, and that's fine. You just keep trying until eventually you will succeed. Because if you keep trying anyways, sooner or later you will have learned enough from all of your mistakes that you'll get better, you'll get good enough that sooner or later you will succeed. And with that, I'm going to end the episode here. All right. Cheers to you, my friends, my friends from the future. Thank you for watching. Shadowlay, my fellas. Shadowlay.